afternoon, guys. Can someone confirm if you guys can hear me well and can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm still waiting for people to join. We have less quorum today. I only see 12 people, 12 or 13 people. We'll wait for a minute more and then we'll get started. Meanwhile,
just one request.
Yes.
Yeah, Sohil, can you please change the name of the resource of mine?
Resource group, do you mean?
Yeah, resource group. It's Nirmala. So if you can just edit and write Nirmal.
Okay, that you can take that as a homework if it is possible to change the resource group's name or not. Or maybe I'll give you the resource, I'll give you contributor right on that particular subscription and try to change it for yourself and let the team know in WhatsApp. After today's session, do the homework and let the team know, let everyone know, put some article. If it is possible, put the article with steps so everyone should know how to rename
Sure, no problem.
it. If it is not possible, so this is this is a task for you, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Guys, this will be a learning for you, all of you. So next time, if I ask this question, you should know this. Okay, so make a good question and proper answer. If it is possible, Nirmal, then make sure you type the steps and everything. And if it is not possible,
sure.
mention that it is not possible.
I will mention the step.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start, guys. One thing someone raised that they were not able to see properly. Where am I clicking? So I always request you, urge you guys to do not use phone or tablet or something. Always use laptop. That too with a big screen. It's fine if you're doing it on a mobile phone. Use it on a TV. But even after that, if it is not visible, that is the reason I changed this icon of the cursor. I hope it is useful. But still, if you are not able to see, do not wait for the next time and tell me that time. Let me know so maybe I can uh, zoom in the window. I can do something about it, right? So you should not be missing on just because you don't want to say. It should not happen कि यार आप बस बोल नहीं रहे हो इसलिए learning पे miss हो रहा. That should not be the case. Okay, because I'm sitting here on my screen. I have a 24-inch screen. I can see it very well. It's difficult for me to guess whether you guys are able to see or not. So I'm relying on you guys to tell me whether you are able to see it or not, hear me or not properly. So don't hesitate ever. Okay, don't wait ke session khatam ho jayega, next time I'll tell. Don't do that. Okay. uh One more thing, apart from that, someone raised a question. I'm talking about the questions which we had in our previous session, the one which I had for half an hour, question and answer session. So someone had a doubt about the scope of RBAC roles. So who can answer this question, guys, quickly? What are the scopes of RBAC? Not from the people who are there in that question and answer session. I have already answered there. You guys have already answered. Yes, Elias, would you like to try?
Well, I can.
Yeah, please.
Yes. First is the subscription. The second one is resource group. Third one is resources.
Perfect. Perfect answer. Yeah, exactly perfect answer. Nothing here and then is needed. And the moment you say resources, everything comes under that. You don't have to specifically say virtual machine, storage, this and that. Nothing. You said resources, everything is there. Resources, resource group, subscription. सब कुछ आ गया उसमें. Okay, that is answered. The next question someone raised, it was Ganesh. Ganesh had an issue. He was creating a machine. He faced some error, though I do not call it error because I have already informed you guys about it. And I specifically told you not to raise that as a question, but still it's fine. I'm happy that he raised it. He didn't keep it with himself. So let's have a look at that. Ganesh, could you please share your screen and show it to us?
Sure.
I'm stopping my screen, guys. Now Ganesh will be sharing his screen. Okay, now look at this error message. If you are not able to read it, Ganesh will zoom it in. And who can answer this to me, that what is the error and what should be the remedy? Can you guys see Ganesh's screen?
Yes.
Okay, and again, obviously this is not for people who are there in the last session. We already discussed it. So yes, someone from someone who could answer. What is the error? Don't just read it back to me. You'll have to explain it to me. Okay, don't just read it back. I have already read it. Everyone can read it. Don't just read it from there. I want an explanation on this. That what is it? What do you understand by this? Yes, guys. Who would like to try?
Sir, can I try?
Yeah, please. Guys, one
It's
thing, yeah, you can stop calling me sir, please. I was talking to Satish also, to everyone. It's okay. I'm perfectly fine. You can call me by my name. It's Sohail. Okay, and even if you call me something else, it's okay. Even if you're not pronouncing it properly, that's completely fine. Sir sounds too heavy to me. Okay, so let's get into habit. And not only here, in your interview also, address someone by his name or her name. Gives a good impression. Gives a good impression of your confidence, and if someone who wants to be personalized, it gives a good impression to them also. Yeah, please try, Josna.
okay. So I just understand that they don't have a subscription for accommodating that extra resource. So they need to get in touch with the support for probably purchasing or accommodating it. I don't know the technical terms,
Okay,
but that's
somehow
what.
it's correct, somehow the answer is correct. Can you elaborate more? What exactly is not there in the subscription, or what exactly on which
Public
particular? Yes.
public IP address is not
Okay,
there. That
right.
particular
So is it
subscription,
not
it's
there at all, or did they have something and they already used it? What does it say?
they used it up and they need one more. So for accommodating one more, they need to
Right.
contact the
Yes.
support.
So one option is, and guys, do not get into this. This is not going to take you for a long. Let it be. Let it be, Ganesh. Let it be there. Is it? Okay. So this is not going to take you for a long run. That I don't know the term. Get into habit of learning terms. If you remember, I shared an audio clip with you guys. I can share it again for tips I shared in the of interview. That read technical jargons before your interview. The more jargons you use, gives more confidence to your interviewer that okay, this person knows. So here it clearly says that subscription has a quota. If you guys remember, I have used this word and I've explained it to you. Subscription has a quota of 3 resources of public IP address. It means that they can have only 3 resources which has public IP address. If you want 4th resource of public IP address, you'll have to either increase your quota. So you'll have to connect with Microsoft. So you'll have to increase the quota. So are we doing that? Are we increasing the quota in this case? No. Now, Ganesh wants to create a virtual machine. What is the option which comes to your mind? What is the workaround? Can you guys give me? I'm saying I'm not connecting to Microsoft. Okay, increasing the quota, it takes 2 days. Even if it is not chargeable, it's gonna take 2 days. I am not happy with that. I want you to give me solution right away. What can you do about it?
Resize it.
Sorry,
You can resize it.
we can.
Or resize it, or previously
No.
when it's
Is the
created, you
quota
can
related to size? Is the quota related to size? Read the quota again. What the quota says?
Can I answer?
Yes, please.
We can currently look at what are the resources which we are using, and we can minimize or delete them or remove them.
Perfect.
The resources which we are currently using.
Perfect. Yes, that is one method. The another one would be? That is one
We
method.
have to check, Sohail, we have to check for the cost as well, under which this subscription is going.
No, cost, from where the cost is coming into picture.
Like how we have described, okay, when we are taking 1 CPU RAM.
No. You guys are not getting it. It has nothing to do with size.
We also
Is the
have an
quota
option.
talking about size, guys? Is the quota talking about size?
Well, do we have? Sorry.
Yeah,
We
tell
also
me.
have an option. I think we also have an option to remove public IP address, like we discussed it yesterday.
Perfect.
So we can only remove
Yes.
that.
You're on
It's
fire
not,
today, Ilyas bhai. Yeah. Third option, please.
Yeah.
One option, Ilyas said, we can delete all resources. जिसका काम हो गया, let's say यहाँ पर किसी ने machine बनाई होगी, I will check and I will delete it. ठीक है? Second option is I can remove the public IP from those machines. Okay, instead of deleting the whole machine, I can simply remove the public IP from that machine. What is the fourth option or third option? Whatever, one more option I need. Similar to this. Like I can remove the public IP from last machine, or what else can I do? By the way, guys, who's this with Lenovo name? Can you, I'm sorry.
This is not me. Lenovo.
Oh, sorry, okay, fine.
Yes.
Is there an option for a private IP?
Private IP is always there. It's always you're getting it.
Okay.
Can you create a machine
Okay.
without public IP, or is it a necessary thing? Public IP. Is it a necessary thing?
No.
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 No. So the next
No.
option is you can create a machine without public IP. Now let's quickly have a look at this. Okay. Close the error message, Ganesh. And I mean, if it is a must requirement कि होना ही चाहिए सब पे, then you obviously will increase the quota. Click on the search bar and search for machines. Now let's say we will come to know whether machines are there or virtual machine. It's there. So just click on that. It's not necessary that 3 machines you will see. It's not at all necessary. How many machines do you see, guys? Only one
Only
machine.
one.
What? And then how do you think 3 public IPs are being used? What should you do? How should we chase them? The remaining 2 more public IPs, how should I check them? Now I'll tell you what you guys did mistake.
Go to all the
I've told you this several times, but I got to know what the mistake you guys have done, and will come to know. Though I do not want to name and shame people, but unfortunately your name will appear here, guys. Okay, yeah. How can I search for which resources are using my public IP? Like
By
I
going to
searched.
resources.
do we go to the subscription and we need to check it at the subscription level what all the resources are being used?
No, simple. Like I search for virtual machine, simply search for public IP. So Ganesh, could you go to search window and type public IP or PIP? Just type public and you'll get it. The second option, look at this in the first row, second option, public IP addresses. Click on that, please. Now look at this, guys. So we have Ryan's machine is available, which means that public IP is being used, or is it not? Click on Ryan's folder, resource group. Let's see if this public IP is being used or not. Okay, so like let me check. My temp VM002. Okay, so this public IP is being used here. I'm not deleting it. Again, go and search for public IP. You don't have to search. It's there at the left hand corner. No, don't search it. I showed you guys. How will you navigate? Up. No, I want to go. I want to check all IPs. So upper left hand corner. Upper left hand corner where you see home. Next to home, you will see public IP. No, extreme left hand corner. Extreme left hand. Above that, more above. Above that. Above. Go. Yes, this is. Yes. Now, which public IP I see next? There's a resource group called Nirmala. Can you go to that resource group? Don't click on public IP. Go to resource group. Okay. Now, can you guys see? I'll tell you what has happened here. Someone has created, whoever owns this resource group, someone has created a virtual machine, and that person has deleted virtual machine only. But the resources which were created at the time of virtual machine, those have not been deleted. So that is the reason I always ask you to come to resource group. I'll tell you what has happened. Search for virtual machines again. Ganesh,
No,
search for virtual machine.
Suhail,
Yes.
I created a Windows VM right now. So third virtual machine I deleted right now. So that's why he's not able to take the IP.
No, that's fine. That's okay. We are just learning here. It's okay. We will delete it as it is. I'm going to delete this machine. Okay, now you go to Ryan's. This machine, have you already deleted? Is that you're saying?
I created right now to show you the RDP troubleshooting.
Okay,
for
let
the
it be. Yeah, let
Windows,
it be.
right?
That's okay. Not
So-
pointing out anyone, guys. We have enough money.
No,
It's
no.
okay.
No, I'm saying third virtual machine I created. No, so the third IP address I used. That's why he's not able to create the fourth.
Yeah, that's
IP
fine. That is what we're trying to learn here. That how to delete a machine first. Now, if you go to Ryan's resource group, Ganesh. So now what? And click on virtual machine. Click on virtual machine. Below that, can you see? Yeah, virtual machine. And there is a button called delete. If you delete it from here, your only virtual machine will be deleted. Okay, only virtual machine will be deleted. Go back to resource group. Yes, great. You're learning. Now see, if I want to delete everything related to this virtual machine, Ganesh, how would you do that?
Yes, so I'll select these
Yeah, do it.
options.
You don't have to
Okay.
do it one by one. You don't have to do it one by one. Just select at the top. And when will you do one by one? When you have 3 machines and you want to delete only one, then you will
Sure.
select one by one and all the related and click on delete now.
And
no,
I can click Okay.
This will delete his resource group. Just click on delete. Where do you see delete button? Guys, don't prompt. Do not use annotation and don't prompt. Let him
Here.
search. Okay. By the way, guys, will he be able to
No,
delete
he
these
cannot
machines?
delete it.
Yes,
No,
good,
he cannot.
good. So you're learning, but now you know the process.
Yes.
Okay, and could you please delete your machines? You will be able to delete it, right? Use the same method and
Yes.
delete these machines. That's fine. And now, Ganesh, you will
Shall
be
I
able
delete
to
now?
create your machines. And
Sure.
if you do not want, if this error is still there, and let's say you are not able to delete someone's machine, ping in the group, ask that person, ask me whether this machine's job has been done. Can we delete this, please? I am getting this error, right? And still, if you
Sure.
are getting this error, you can create a machine without public address, without public IP address. We'll see that later. Thank you, Ganesh.
Shall
You
I
can
delete
stop
now?
sharing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, please delete it. Please delete it.
You are about to check, right?
This is your Linux machine, right? Okay, okay. Just
Yes.
give me a minute. Could you share your screen again, Ganesh? Could you quickly share your screen again as you are on the same page? Click on the machine. Click on machine name.
VMK. Yes.
So we wanted a machine with size is correct, Linux is correct, perfectly fine. Click on tags, Ganesh. Click on tags. At the left hand side, you'll see left blade under overview, activity log, IAM tags. No, above. Yes. Tags, perfect. Okay, okay. Wait, Ganesh. Guys, this is how many people ask me. They had some confusion. So these are the names I had given you. These are the values. I left it up to you guys. Someone has written date here. Someone has written day here. किसी ने मेरा नाम लिख दिया. किसी ने अपने resource group का नाम लिख दिया. So I completely leave it up to you. This is for the practice purpose. But now you tell me, if everyone keeps on adding their own their own names here, is it of any use to me? Let's say under name or under created by, someone is writing Ganesh, someone is writing Azure administrator, someone is writing XYZ, someone is writing ABC for the same method only. Is it useful for me? For location, let's say for location, someone is writing Pune, someone is writing Maharashtra, someone is writing district Pune, someone is writing Vimannagar, someone is writing Hinjewadi. Is it useful for me? No. Why? Later on, I will not be able to pull up the report. So when it comes to actual environment, you will have both of this information. Your job is to just fill it. Your job is to make sure that you fill it before creating a machine that created by either it is by Azure administrator, architect. You will have only 2 or 3 options. You will have to select one of those. Location, Pune, Mumbai, XYZ, ABC. Or if they are doing it by area name, but there will be a uniformity. That is what I'm trying to say. So later you will be able to pull some reports. But in this case, I left it up to you guys because we are not pulling any report. So this is also correct. Just go to auto shutdown option. Last thing we can check. Ganesh, where do we see auto shutdown option? Yes, perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Feel free to delete it, Ryan. Good work.
Oh.
And you can stop sharing the machine, Ganesh. Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm sharing my screen now. Yes, guys, any questions before I start with this one, before I start explaining this one? Any questions anyone has? Should I take that as a no? Okay. So we discussed overview, we discussed activity log, we discussed IAM. We all know what is IAM. We discussed tags. Okay. Now this section, guys, all these 5 options you will see almost in every resource. When I go to storage, you will see this. When I go to load balancer, you will see this. When I go to application gateway, you will see this. When I go to VNet, you will see this. So I am not going to explain this every time. Okay. IAM, it's similar no matter which resource you are on, which resource group you are at, or subscription level. It is exactly same. Role assignment and everything means exactly same. So we will not be discussing this. Activity log, exactly, it means the same thing. So we will not be discussing this. Overview also means the same thing. Only few properties here can change. For example, some resource which cannot have a public IP, under their overview, you won't see a column of public IP. Some resource can have some extra properties. You will see those extra properties here. But more or less, approach is the same. Okay. So we're not going to discuss these 4 things now in for any upcoming resources. This one, I'm not explaining this in a detailed manner. You guys have to work on this, but do not start now. We still have some time, but I'm showing it to you. Again, this one is also there in all the resources, and this is the key to clear your interview, guys. If you are familiar with these codes and troubleshooting, I can take the guarantee that your interview will be clear. And there are n number of troubleshooting. I don't even expect you to remember all of these. Out of these, just remember 3 for each resource. So when interviewer is asking that while creating virtual machines, what kind of errors have you guys faced? You are saying that you worked in as an Azure administrator for 3 years. So you must have deployed minimum 300, 400, 500 machines. So what kind of errors did you get, right? And what kind of troubleshootings did you do? So whenever you want to learn that, guys, you go to your virtual machine, or for that matter, any resource, you will always see these options and this option, diagnose and solve problem. Now let's say that you're not able to connect to your machine. RDP nahi ho raha hai. Come here. Look at this. Click on troubleshooting. Choose option. What is happening? Configuration change affected, public IP issue, troubleshoot VM firewall. You're not able to connect. Okay, do this. It will give you error message and troubleshooting steps, everything. Look at this. I want to try resetting my NIC. I don't want to try. Give me a quick solution. I have already tried this solution. What solution it has given? Automated will. You can also manually troubleshoot the issue. Okay, so it gives some troubleshooting here. Okay, and then you can try that. Or if you don't want to try, you can do the manual troubleshooting. I mean, you can read this section completely. This is one error. This is just one error. If you go back, another VM performance issue. You can always use this. Okay, whenever I used to create some machines, and if I used to face VM performance issues, these are the steps I used to do. Now, what kind of VM performance issues can be there? Memory usage zyada chal raha hai. So what needs to be done? It will tell you, see, install this or do this or do that. Okay, it will give you the complete information. So I'm not going to cover everything here. This part I always leave it up to you guys. In my previous batches also I have done it, and to you guys also I'm showing it to you. Okay, come here and go to diagnose and solve problem. Click on all of these and read something, and make it a habit to always come here and check something, and at least 2 or 3 of them, for example, can't connect to VM, performance issue, and unexpectedly stopped. These are very commonly asked questions. So check them thoroughly, make your own answer, and use it in your interview. And this will happen on every resource. I mean, this section. Okay, now we are not going to discuss this section anymore. Is it clear, guys, to everyone? Any question, any doubt before I proceed? Please let me know. Yes, guys, please feel free to ask questions if you have any.
Sohail,
Yes.
I want to ask about the first question. Yesterday you asked that who created a particular VM in last month where we can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
What do
want
you
to
think?
know
Where can
that.
I see? Let's say that a particular
Um,
VM is in a question. So that VM is DC001. This VM is in a question. This is
But
that
it's
particular
about
VM.
whole month.
No, a
Eight
particular VM.
month.
A particular VM I'm talking about. A particular VM. The question is, from where can I see who created a particular VM? The moment I say a particular VM, which means I'm talking about one specific VM, which means in this question, you should have a VM name also.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm giving you the VM name. This is the virtual machine name. Now I want to say who created this. From where do you think I can check this?
Virtual machine.
Yeah, I am on virtual machine, but where in virtual machine? Yeah, let's say I am on virtual machine.
Subscription. No.
Okay, see again, do not just throw vague answers or vague jargons. Don't do that. What do you mean by subscription? I clicked on subscription. It's not only for her, guys. Anyone can answer. So the question is,
Activity
from
logs.
where can I? Yes.
Activity log.
Yes. Bingo. Correct answer, guys. So you ask
Okay.
that user or that person, whoever raised the ticket, that which virtual machine do you want to know about? This virtual machine? Fine. Click on this virtual machine. Click on activity log, but you're not gonna see my name here. Why? This is my 1-year-old subscription, and I have created this machine a year back. Will I be able to see it here?
No.
What is the longest time I can see here? What is the retention
90
period?
days.
90 days, right? That is the reason I mentioned a particular VM in last month. So if I'm looking for something which is last month, I will definitely get my answer from activity log. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
And I hope you guys read this question. Just because I'm not asking, I told you it is not possible to make this practice to ask all these questions. I'm leaving it, but that does not mean you guys don't read it. I paste this. I copied and pasted this column also for your understanding. So I hope you guys are reading it properly, right? So these questions were. Anyone has any doubt in these questions, guys? Now as we are on this topic, before I move to next one. From where can I check who created a particular VM in last month? Activity log. How can Azure, how can I access Azure activity logs, and what type of activity log are recorded in activity logs? How can I access that? Simply at the left hand side blade, do we see an option for activity log? This is called blade. You can, and if you want to be very specific, you can say under above settings, you see that, or under overview, you see that. You can mention something like this. Okay, but it is there at the left hand side. What kind of logs do we see here? Who created, who deleted, these kind of logs, we see that. You guys can go ahead and check that in detail. Retention period, we already checked, 90 days. What is the status of an Azure virtual machine? You'll have to explain that. What do you mean by status? Okay, what are the types of status? We have already seen, then it is here. Though I have put a question on that also. What does it mean when Azure virtual machine is running state? What does it mean, or what is the significance of stopped the virtual machine? And what is the difference between stopped deallocated and stopped machine, right? And can we change a machine size without, can we change a machine size? See guys, I'm sure you guys did not even read the question because there's a typo error and no one has highlighted this. Can we change a machine size without any downtime? Can we?
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Whoever says
cannot.
yes, it's wrong, guys. Not naming anyone, but whoever said yes, it's wrong. Yeah, you cannot change. How can you change a machine without downtime? What is a downtime? Where machine is being either shut down, rebooted, network getting disconnected for any reason, services are being hampered. That is your downtime. I showed it to you, right? Like yesterday, my this website was not working. That was downtime. Right, guys? Do you remember that? So the answer is
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, sure,
no.
understand.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start the next. Networking, it's a huge and most important topic, guys. One more thing, whenever I will be starting networking, before that I will give you enough time and I'll let you know that I am going to start networking, and I'll share some prerequisite videos also with you, which are not a part of this training session. It's not possible to cover them here, but I would expect you guys to read it properly. Okay, and watch those videos. Networking is the essential or core. If you don't understand networking, you won't understand anything. So we'll see networking when we discuss networking. So let's talk about connect. This is a small topic. We'll finish it today. So I mean, we have already seen it, but just officially let's cover it. So connect, what does it mean? That the machine which you are creating, how would you connect to that machine? So what are the methods we have available? One is RDP, which we have already seen. So for RDP, either you can take the IP address. Okay, take the IP address from here and use RDP tool and connect to the machine. That is one method. Second method is you download that configuration of RDP. Let's say you don't want to copy or do something. You come to here, connect, and Let the page appear. I'll show you how to download it. Sometimes it works slow, guys. So that's fine. Okay, don't worry that it's only your portal working slow or something, nothing like that. It happens sometimes. Okay, so the next method is again it's RDP, but just doing instead of doing manually, you can download the RDP console from here, and you can simply double click on that. What is the good option here? What is the good thing? When you try to download, it will check all the connectivity and etc. automatically, and it will give you an option to download. Let's say if I download it here, see it gives the username also. You can copy username from here. And you will see it's on my desktop. It went to my first screen. I'll just drag it quickly here. I'll show it to you how it looks. This is how it looks. Can you guys see it? If I double click
Yeah.
on that, again it's nothing, just the RDP. It's same thing, same tool, RDP. This will come, and I click on connect, and I'll get connected to my virtual machine. Simple. That is one method of connecting. One is RDP manually, one is RDP using this one. Second one is, or more ways we have, it's Bastion. We are going to see that in some time. It's a lengthy topic. Windows Admin Center, you don't have to worry about it. System admin team will do it. SSH. SSH can be done via for Linux machine, and for Windows machine next to 2019, but Linux I have never seen people using SSH. So SSH can be used for Linux machine. I will show it to you now. Okay. Then we have serial console. So today we are going to talk about Bastion, SSH, and serial console. We have only 4 minutes left. Let me show you SSH, console, and Bastion. Okay. So I'm going to show you the SSH very quickly, and then we in next session we'll start with Bastion and serial console. This what we are learning here, how to connect to a machine. So let's say this is a machine I don't have. Let me create one Linux machine quickly. And obviously you require a tool. Like we have RDP, for SSH also there has to be some tool, right? So I'm taking this Ubuntu, that's fine. Okay, when I'm using SSH, I'll have to make sure that I keep this checkbox SSH. Okay, this HTTP and HTTPS, I'll explain it later. But when we are doing for Windows machine, it is RDP, and you have to make sure that you check the RDP box. When it is for Linux machine, make sure you have checked the SSH if you want to connect to your machine. There are some machines where people do not want any connectivity, that's fine. But if you want connectivity, you will have to do it. Okay, so there's some problem in networking. Let's quickly check what is it. I don't see any problem though. Okay, I'm creating this machine. So like we have a tool named RDP, which is an inbuilt tool for Microsoft. You will definitely see it in Windows machine. But for Linux, you require a tool named Putty or Putty, however you pronounce it. It's PUTTY. This is
It's
the tool.
putty.
Okay, this is the tool. So I have installed it. You guys, if you want, I can share the link. You guys can install it, but we are not going to focus on Linux machine and we're not even focusing on Windows machines. We are not focusing on OS. So if you don't want to try it, it's completely fine, but you should know it. Okay. Once my machine is ready, using this tool, I can type my IP address here and I can click on connect. I'll show it to you how it looks. Let the machine get created. So this is the tool. Instead of RDP, this is the tool we have. The machine is being deployed. And RDP and putty or putty both can be used with public IP or private IP. Okay, it's not necessary. Now, just because I don't have any connectivity with my Azure portal other than internet, hence I'm using public IP. Otherwise, private IP will also do. But tools will remain same. Yes.
Sir, can we open in office laptop also? It's okay, no?
I will not recommend it,
It's an-
but it's up to you then.
Okay,
I
okay.
don't know your office policy.
Mhm.
Because your office network people, they might catch it that you're connecting to some public IP address. It's very simple for them. So I leave it up to you. If you know your office policy well, do it. You just have to type IP address, click here, and that's all. You're connected to the machine. And this is how a Linux machine looks like. Whatever user ID I used to use on Windows, I'm using it here. Okay, guys, less than a minute is left. So let's take a break of 5 minutes. I need to convert those recordings. See you at 14:45 using the same link. So this is how I'm
Okay.
logged into Linux, guys. That's all I have to do to log into Linux server.
And Sohail, what is mod_IT?
Sorry.
Mod_IT.
No, I-
When we log into Putty, after logging to Putty, whenever I want to check the utilization, okay, of any
Okay,
mount
got it. No,
point.
that's OS level question. We're not entertaining them here. That's OS level question.
Okay.
I told you
Okay.
guys we're not even discussing OS.